Hi everyone, this is Hiba from My Little Journal, and today I'm going to be working in my project life. This is week 8, 2021, and I'm going to be using Studio Calico's Folklore Documenter Kit. I've been using this kit recently on the past, 3 weeks or so, and I've really put a dent in these cards, and I love that when that happens, because that means that I have less cards to put in my stash of cards. But anyways, I really love that brown 4x6 card, and it felt like it was perfect to back up my photo with it. So I decided to keep my title card subtle because that brown with the lines and the white just looked like too much. So I decided to go with a very subtle title card, and that way I can use more bold colors in my 3x4 cards. I will be backing up a lot of my photos this week. Again, I think I've mentioned this before, but I have loads of cards and I don't like the feeling when I have too many cards, project life cards. So I am going to be backing up a lot of my photos just to put a dent in my stash. Now I'm going to go ahead and start with my title card. I'm using a Studio Calico Alpha stamp here. As always, I will always link everything I use down the description box for you, but I'm going to use the Alpha stamp to stamp week, and then I'm going to use the coordinating number stamp to stamp 8. Because I want to use this title card for some journaling and also want to keep it as simple as possible, I decide to go through my chipboard and just find something simple to add to my week card. I end up choosing these black and gray stars. I felt like they helped bring in the black from my photos. And also it's very simple and they're to the side, so I have plenty of space to journal. I'm going to go ahead and add those. Then I'm going to start working on that 4x6 card with my photo. Now, when I printed my photos, like I said earlier, I purposely printed photos smaller because I wanted to back up most of these photos with cards and use up my cards. So this paper worked perfectly for what I'm documenting. It's me time. I love going on little hikes with my kids and our dog. So I just wanted to kind of back it up with this beautiful pattern card. And I trimmed down the me time card. Again, great way to use up your cards, trim them up and use them as embellishments. But I want to add that to the side. And I'll even go through my chipboard, and I found a chipboard that said the great outdoors. And I'm just going to add that as an embellishment for my photo and card. This year, I decided that I want to document my TBR, so to be read, and add it into my project life. I do have a reading journal, but I thought it would be fun to add what I'm reading or what I want to read in my project life as well if I can. So I am going to be documenting the photo that I took and shared on Instagram. I went through my chipboard. I found a chipboard that said curled up with a good book. And this chipboard sheet was like book themed, so it was perfect for a few of my photos here on my spread. So I just added the half circle. I will be stamping TBR. I'm using a Paper Person Shop Alpha stamp here. I'm going to stamp that right above my photo. I will also stamp the date and call this card done. Now I'm almost done with this card, and I'm going to end up moving on to my next 3x4 photo. Again, I want to use up my cards, so I decide to trim down this photo of my son and Stitch. It was a really cute photo, by the way. He was so excited to see Laith, so he couldn't help himself and jumped on him and was really excited. But anyways, I decided to trim down my photo, back it up with this 3x4 card. The card adds a nice pop of color, and I use another card, which makes me really happy. I wanted to work on this photo of my son and his friends, but when I grabbed this chipboard sheet, I noticed that One of them said book club, and it worked perfectly for my next photo. And I finished a whole sheet of chipboards. You can see me being all excited about it. So that's definitely something to celebrate. But anyways, I want to add a little label to the photo because I just want to add a little bit of journaling. We'll also add a puffy heart to add a pop of color to my black and white photo. And then I will move on to my next 3x4 card. Again, I'm trying to use up my cards, so I thought that I could back up my photo with that card and it matches the opposite side really, really well. Now that's just a photo, by the way, of Stitch being all creepy, and he was standing literally staring at me the whole time I was doing the dishes, and he wouldn't budge. I thought it was hilarious. The photo is not perfect, but I had to document it because it was hilarious. And I sent it to, we have a little family group chat, my husband and kids and I sent it to them, and I was telling them how creepy he looked, and everybody was thinking about it. But anyways, I am going to back it up with this 3x4 card. I will also be stamping using the dog lady stamp set from Everyday Explorers. And I stamped, "This is why I'm a dog person." So I'm going to end up stamping it on some white paper, punch it out, add it to my card and photo. I will add my journaling underneath my photo. And then I'm going to grab my have-to bowl and look through it for some chipboard. Now, I changed up my have-to bowls because I outgrew them, you guys, which is not a good sign. I really need to use more of these chipboards. But when I was going through it, I did find a chipboard that said snuggle. So I added that to that 3x4 photo of my son and Stitch. And I end up finding nothing else. So I go back and forth. I think I'm going to use these chipboards, but I end up not using them. And they go back into my have-to bowl. But I do find some word stickers, and I end up adding that right underneath my journaling of this 3x4 card. And then I can call this card done. Okay, I'm almost done with my spread. I am going to stick down these chipboards that worked perfectly to document my book club meetup. I did add washi tape, a strip on the top of this photo, because there is photos of other women from the book club and I wasn't sure they wanted to be on camera. Now I'm almost done with my spread. I just want to add a little stamping to my journaling card. I think I end up stamping "So Happy to Be Together," and I do use washi to cover up portions of my stamp because I wanted to stamp it in a line. And I will add some journaling to this card once I'm done recording. But that's about it, you guys. I'm so happy I was able to use, I think, 5 cards on one spread, which always makes me happy to use up my stash. I can call my spread done. Don't forget, I will be linking everything I use down in the description box for you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.